Modify fact present. Where there is sugar, there are ants. Ants are indeed one of the easiest animals to find. Some people are afraid of ants, while others take these small insects for granted. They live in colonies and in very large numbers. Ants roam from forests to cities. Despite being small and vulnerable insects, ants can still be found everywhere. However, there are some interesting facts about ants that you may not know. These facts can either make you more afraid of ants or more fascinated. Check out these 7 facts about ants as reported by National Geographic. 1. There are over 12,000 ant species worldwide. Ranging from the ant you might find scuttling across your picnic to the ants building underground fortresses in the rainforest to flying ants. 2. The bullet ant is said to have the most painful sting in the world. Living in humid jungle conditions such as the Amazon, their sting has been compared to being hit by a bullet. Ouch. 3. Fire ants cause over £3 billion worth of damage a year. North America's red imported fire ant might only be little, but the tiny critters have a painful bite which causes a burning sensation, hence the name fire ant, which costs the U.S. millions in veterinary and medical bills every year. They've also been known to cause damage to farmers' crops. 4. Ants are the longest living insects. Unlike some bugs who might only live for days or even hours, the queen ant of one particular species, the Paganomermaxoehii, can live up to 30 years, so be careful not to stand on her. 5. The ant is one of the world's strongest creatures in relation to its size. A single ant can carry 50 times its own body weight, and they'll even work together to move bigger objects as a group. Facts about ants. Ants carry leaves and twigs back to their nests. 6. Ants hold the record for the fastest movement in the animal kingdom. The aptly named species of trap-jaw ant can close its jaws at 140 miles per hour, which it uses to kill its prey or injure predators. Image if that bit you on the bum. 7. Ants can be found on every single continent except Antarctica. Ironic really, when you consider the name. 8. Ants are social insects which live in colonies. The colony, also called a formicary, is made up of one or more egg-laying queens and a large amount of female worker ants who tend to her, build and maintain the nest, forage for food, and care for the young. Male ants have wings and their only function is to mate with the queen. 9. Ants don't have ears, and some of them don't have eyes. Ants listen by feeling vibrations from the ground through their feet, and ILS ants such as the driver ant species can communicate by using their antennae. Plus, they can send chemical signals, called pheromones, released through their body to send messages to other ants. They send out warnings when danger's near, leave trails of pheromones leading to food sources, and even use them to attract a mate, a sort of ant love potion. 10. The largest ant's nest ever found was over 3,700 miles wide. Found in Argentina in 2000, the ginormous colony housed 33 ant populations which had merged into one giant super colony, with millions of nests and billions of workers. 8 interesting facts about ants. There's more to these common pests than you might think. Ants are very common almost anywhere you live, see ant fact number 7. But certain species of ants are truly unique and can provide insight on a range of topics from social behavior to traffic patterns. Check out some of our interesting ant facts below. Fact number 1. Colonies are bigger than the average ant farm. Ant colonies come in literally all shapes and sizes. A few species live in colonies of only a few dozen ants. However, the average ant colony contains thousands of individual ants. Smaller colonies live in natural crevices or openings while larger colonies create vast nests and forage for supplies and food. There are also super colonies around the world that can contain more than 300 million individuals. These super colonies have been identified in Japan, Australia, the United States, and Southern Europe. Fact number 2. Ants have specific jobs. Ants are very social insects, and they divide jobs among different types of ants in each colony. The queen or queens have only one job, to lay eggs. All other female ants are workers. They feed the larvae, take out the colony's trash, forage for food and supplies, or defend the nest. Male ants' only job is to mate with the queen. Fact number 3. Ants don't have ears. Instead of hearing through auditory canals, ants hear by feeling vibrations in the ground. Special sensors on their feet and on their knees help ants interpret signals from their surroundings. They also use their antennae and the hairs on their body to feel around while foraging for food. Fact number 4. One ant species is exclusively female. Researchers have yet to find a male of the species M. smithii. The queen ant reproduces asexually, so all offspring are clones of the queen. This species is found in several countries of Central America and most countries of South America. Fact number 5. Ants can become zombies. Perhaps the strangest ant fact: there is a species of fungus that infects ants and takes control of their bodies. The fungus finds its way underneath the ant's exoskeleton and begins to consume soft tissue. Shortly after, by unknown mechanisms, it causes the ant to leave its colony. The ant then finds a leaf, bites it with a death grip, and dies. A few days later, the fungus releases spores to infect more ants. Some ant species have learned to recognize infected colony mates and will carry them far away to protect the rest of the colony. Fact number 6. Ants can lift 10 to 50 times their body weight. Because ants are so small, their muscles are thicker relative to their body mass than in larger animals. This allows ants to carry objects much heavier and bigger than them. To put it into perspective, if humans could lift 10 times their weight, a 200-pound man could lift a small car above his head. Fact number 7. Some ants are homeless. Not all ant species build nests. A group of about 200 species known as army ants have 2 phases of their life: nomad and stationary. During the colony's nomad phase, the ants travel all day, attacking other colonies and insects they encounter for food. At night, they build a temporary nest and keep moving the next morning. The only time they stop traveling is during the stationary phase, when the queen lays eggs and the colony waits for them to hatch. During this time, the worker ants make a nest out of their own bodies to protect the queen, the food, and the eggs. Fact number 8. Ants are found almost everywhere on Earth. Ants are found on every continent on Earth except Antarctica. A few islands such as Greenland do not have any native ant species, but individual ants have been brought in through human travel. The vast distribution of ants is rivaled only by that of humans. Very impressive for such little guys. Despite how fascinating these ant facts may be, ant control and management around the home are important for health and safety reasons. If you suspect an ant infestation, visit our Find a Pro page to find a pest control professional in your area.